Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Taru and today we have the 12th update for project Yarnathon, and this was created by Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock, and there are a few of us makeup panners who decided to also pan our yarn collection, and the goal for this project is to use up marathons worth of yarn, and it's gonna take a while. So I hope you enjoy crafts, mainly crochet and knitting. So yeah, let's see. I have a lot that I did this past month. So let's see what I did. First up, the boring stuff, socks. And these are old leftover yarns from my stash, and they came up a bit differently. So I added this self-striping yarn. These are the basic Finnish sock yarns, but I didn't even have the information left with these, but I feel that they are the same yarn. But yeah, I had this self-striping yarn, and then I had two different other blues. I was able to use up these two and then use a little bit of this guy. But yeah, basic socks, because I realized I only have thin socks for myself, and then I needed thicker ones to use with rubber boots. So I made this for myself, and basic socks takes like 200 meters of this particular yarn. So now my toes are warm again. Then another thing I made from very old yarn. I think my mom bought it for something and then didn't use it, or I don't know, but it's probably close to 20 years old or something. So I finally was able to use it up, and you can't really tell what it is, but it's basically, it has sleeves at the ends, and then you wrap it around yourself a couple of times, and depend on like how you wrap it, like you have a V in the front or in the back. And this is like a mohair, acrylic mohair blend. I had 4 of these. One of them didn't have the information belt or whatever thingy anymore, but very old yarn. And now I got it out of my stash. I was able to use all of it, all the four, and I was a bit scared that is it gonna be enough. It was, so I can wrap it around myself. And this one took 760 meters, and it's kind of like you can wear it with a dress, or when it gets colder you can just wrap yourself in it, or use it as a scarf or whatever. So I made that one and 4 skeins out of my stash. That is always exciting. Then I told you beforehand, so that this was planned. I went to Iceland, and when in Iceland you need to buy the Icelandic wool yarn, because considering I try to be conscious with my purchasing, and seeing how the sheep live in Iceland, it's kind of the best you can give them, kind of. So because basically the whole summer they roam freely in the mountains, so I feel less bad buying wool from there. You can also buy it in Finland, but it's a bit more expensive, and obviously it's nice to buy from the local shops and everything. So I knew this was gonna happen in Iceland, and this is what came out of it. Yeah, it is for myself, and it has paw prints in the yoke. So this is one that you start from the bottom, and then you just knit in the round, knit the sleeves in the round, and then you connect all for the yoke. And then, so I've previously done one from the thicker yarn, so I wanted one with this thinner more like, it becomes more flexible and easier to layer and everything. So yeah, I modified the neck bit. What is it called? It's not a collar because it's, I don't know. Anyway, it was supposed to have a double layered bit, but I don't like the stiffy ones, and I made it a bit more bigger so I don't get the scratchy choking thingy. But anyway, I'm not very good at this pattern knitting, so I was too scared that because the other yarn like carries with you, I was too scared to make it too tight, so then I kind of stretched it when I went on, and then I kind of made it too loose in the pattern bit, but it still looks okay. So this one took 10 balls, give or take, so 1,000 meters, so 1 kilometer of yarn for this thingy, and I made it a bit oversized because yeah, more comfortable that way. But then obviously, I mean, and this was the thingy I needed in Iceland. I think the yoke was the only thing I did in Finland, maybe part of the sleeve. But anyway, this was my Iceland project and yeah, I really love the colors. But then, because obviously I didn't want to run out of yarn, I bought a bit extra. Like, I was like, okay, I'm not sure like how much, like the pattern says this much, and then I took a bit more just to be safe, and that then became a beanie and mittens. So this is the same pattern as the bottom of the sweater, and then I just made a hat out of it. And then I found this pattern, and it was called Kuura. And if you know, Kuura was our lapphund, and it means a type of a frost that like covers plants and other stuff that we call Kuura in Finnish. So I had to make some Kuura mittens, and this was also a weird one because it had this, was it called Indian thumb thingy? I've never done it before, and I probably won't do it again. I like the one that like increases both sides of the thumb and goes like this. But it was fun to try something different. But yeah, I just calculated 100 meters for the beanie, another 100 meters for the mittens. I still have a little bit of like, yeah, no, that means I actually bought more than one extra. No, I bought one extra ball, but then I used less that the pattern said, so I have a little bit of left still after doing also these. But you know, that's how it goes. I mean, I am a tight knitter, I do know that, so I usually use less yarn than the patterns say, so I still have a little bit left. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But then I shipped some more yarn in Iceland as well. These are all the ones I used of the smaller or the thinner yarn. It's Let Loppy, and then I bought some of the thicker one, which is called Alafos Loppy, and with that I made myself a hood. Maybe I should put it on so you can see how it looks like, because I like hoods more than beanies. I do use beanies as well, but when I'm like, when you have like makeup on and everything, beanies kind of mess things up sometimes. So when you have a nice big hood, it will cover me from the wind and the snow and everything, which yesterday was still snowing a bit. I mean, it didn't stay in the ground, but it's April and it was snowing. But yeah, I just have little, like almost 3, no, 2 and a bit balls of the green one, and then obviously a bit of the black on the edges and the little braids. But yeah, this was just something I freehanded. It just starts from the back and then goes around, and now the hair is a mess. But then obviously I had some left over yarn of this as well, and then my boyfriend requested a beanie for him, because I've previously done some leftover scrap yarn thingies and they were kind of multicolored, and then he was like, can I just get a green one? And of course you can. So just a regular, this is kind of my basic pattern. I don't know if I saw it anywhere or I just did it. So this part is 2 and 2 knits and purls, and then this is 3 knits and 1 purl, and then you can kind of nicely decrease, and then it's a stretchy. So yeah, just basic beanie. So this took 100 meters and this approximately 300 meters, because the black is a bit difficult to measure, but since, yeah, something like that. 3 full skeins and then a bit more of the green, a bit more of the black. So that's how I approximated things. So yeah, I was able to do quite a lot this month, and I don't have anything going on right now. I need to figure out a new project because I feel empty inside, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's kind of like finishing a book series or just a good book, and then you're like, what next? I need something replacing it. So yeah, I need to figure out something. But yeah, totals. This month I was able to use 2,560 meters, and that totals in this. Have I done it now for 2 years? I think I might have started it in April. Yes, I did. I've written it down. I started the 18th of April 2002. So 2 years anniversary. Yeah, total I have used up 26,627 meters, so 26.6 kilometers. And obviously marathon, I was like, your marathon is 42 plus something kilometers. So I am now 63% of the way there. So it's gonna take at least a year, probably more, to hit the full marathon, but we're getting there. I'm using my stash. I'm using the yarn I bought. So yeah, and imagine in the beginning I was worried that I don't have enough yarn to do a marathon. How wrong was I? I mean, obviously I've been buying more as well, but there's still plenty to use up, and I need to figure out what to do with them. So yeah, that is this update. I hope you enjoyed the yarn panning as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.